Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Jennifer Lamazri. So I just wanted to do an update on the FeedXL website. So I did do a tutorial on it, and I've been really playing with it all day, and I did wind up going from the $8 to the $18 a month. And I mean, I don't know how long I'm going to keep this going, but for right now, I'm learning a lot from this website. So it turns out, my horse is getting hay, second cut Timothy Orchard hay, which is great, and I have not done a hay analysis, so I really don't know what is in there, so I'm just guessing at that point. I do know what's in my grain, I do know what's in my supplements, but the funniest thing is, I just want to share this with everybody because it's just very valuable information. So I wound up calling SmartPak. I can't tell you how many times, picking their brain on what actually, supplements my horse should have. And I found them to be fabulous, great and so forth. But at the same time, they were missing things. So I think I called up the other day and I was telling them, my horse is on a salt supplement, so he drinks more. He's on Smart MSM. I find that works for him opposed to using the ones that are a combo. He's on horse shine, so his hair and his mane, he really needs to grow more hair and mane. And it also is good for his feet. And he's also on just a regular digestion formula. So in case he colics, I do have the colic care. He's on a turmeric. I figured I would try that, because he can be a little stiff. So, like I said, I've been trying all these supplements. Oh, and then don't forget the vitamin E he's been on. So, my SmartPaks are about $250 a month, really a lot of money. So, what I wound up using this FeedXL, website, I discovered that what I thought before was the right thing to do. So, Tink is not getting a lot of grain because I told you he has insulin resistance, so he's on low starch grain to begin with. And like I said in previous videos, you have to give a certain amount of that grain in order for horses to actually get the proper vitamins and minerals that are in the grain. So with that being said, obviously he's not, because he's only getting, a small coffee cup, coffee can full in the morning and night, so he's really not getting that much grain. But anyway, without that being said, I have to give vitamins and minerals, and I have to give some sort of supplements to combat that. So I called the person up and I'm like, listen, do you think I should give him multivitamin? What do you think I should do? And she's like, well, tell me more about your horse and so forth. She's like, well, he has insulin resistance. Why don't you try Metaboline? We've heard that works very well for horses that are crusty in the neck and, have a little bit more weight gain. And also, it just works for insulin resistant horses. We really, read good things about it. So I was like, oh, okay, yes, I'll add it to my SmartPak. Boom, add it to my SmartPak, And then I went on FeedXL because, like I said, as an intuitive, I don't know why, but if something doesn't sit right with me, it just keeps on coming to the forefront. The higher self is like, you need to add that vitamin. There's something going on. And so it leads me to another, I guess, learning experience is what you want to call it. And with that being said, I realized when I put in all these ingredients and all these supplements and everything he's getting, that his intake of vitamins and minerals is totally off. And that makes me sad, because now I'm thinking, okay, I've been with Tink for about 1.5 years, so it means, so once I started giving him the Smart Starch, I would say about four or 5 months ago, he hasn't had all his vitamins and minerals for the last 4 or 5 months, because we went from that Smart Senior grain, which he probably was getting all the vitamins and minerals that he needed because he was getting a larger amount, to less than half the amount that he normally gets, and he's totally on this new grain, which he actually refers to as cardboard, as he has told me before when when we have conversations, because I always like to check in on him, and he likes to throw in the cardboard. But anyway, so it just really makes me sad that he's not getting all the vitamins and minerals that he needs. I mean, I'm moving past it. What am I going to do? So I took out the metaboline, I took out the turmeric, and I wound up like switching my smart packs like all together. It was a total like switch, and I went from like $250 a month down to like $188 a month. I was like, oh wow. Because the website started showing me also, by buying the more features that it had, I was able to see how much sugar intake he was getting, because that's important, because he cannot have a lot of sugar. And it was showing me places that I don't need to like spend all this money on vitamins and minerals or just supplements in general, because he doesn't need them. So long story short is I wound up just sticking with the Smart Ultra Gut, which is for front and hind gut care. So that was around 100, so it wasn't a big deal. I wound up going to a multivitamin for him. I wound up staying with the Smart MSM because that works, and honestly it's very affordable. It's only $19. I wound up staying with the Smart Salt. I added Elevate Vitamin E, because when I had the other one on, the Smart Pack Vitamin E, the system kept on telling me the FeedXL, that you don't need that much vitamin E because of the hay he's getting. Then he gets 2 pounds of Timothy hay cubes, in the afternoon. And he really doesn't need all that. And between the grain and the supplements, he didn't need the extra vitamin E. So I was like, oh, okay, why am I spending $30 when I could just spend $15, half the price, right? So I did that. Like I said, I got rid of the turmeric altogether. I got rid of the Smart antioxidant. He didn't need that. It was more or less, it was geared towards the multivitamin. It was just so funny how everything was geared towards the multivitamin. And I kept the horse shine, because I really want to see how his mane and tail develops with this supplement, and see if there's any change. But just keep in mind that, for $8, okay, just get the cheap version. Just buy this for $8. And I know I'm making this video again, but you know what? I had to come and show everybody this revelation, because I'm just amazed. I'm amazed at how much money I just saved. I'm amazed at how I didn't even realize that my horse was not getting the right vitamins and minerals he needs. Now, vitamin A being very important, and he was lacking that. I was like, oh my God. And especially that I have not done a hay analysis. God only knows, what that looks like, okay? You don't know. You're hoping for the best. You're hoping that it's going to have all the vitamins and nutrients and minerals and everything, but you don't know unless you do that hay analysis. Maybe that'll be next for me. As of right now, that doesn't resonate with me, but maybe, in the future, I'll be doing a video about a hay analysis. I don't know. So that's where I'm at for now. I just super, super excited about this website. Another thing is, when you upgrade to the $18 version for the month, like I said, you can cancel any time. You can just go and get that one analysis for this month for $18 and then cancel it. It allows you to download the reports, email them to yourself, print them. If you want to email them to your vet, go right ahead. And it also allows you to play around with it, where you can sit here and you can put other supplements into the mix and see how they pan out. Another thing I was playing around with is taking out supplements. I was playing around with, it also has a feature where it allows you to look, let's say it's missing a certain supplement, like a multivitamin. Here I go with the multivitamin again. It'll give you a list of ones that you can use, and if they're red, it tells you don't use that multivitamin because it might have a little bit too much, ingredients or minerals that your horse doesn't need, or it'll give you like a black one. It'll be highlighted in black, means it's perfect for you. You know, I found that. I was like, oh wow, I'm like, this is interesting. I kind of like this. So this is my new go-to. You know, I think this is gonna be more or less like on the forefront for me when it comes to horses, you know, nutrition, because it's so important to make sure that they stay healthy. Because, you know, at the end of the day, we don't want problems with our horses. We don't want to deal with problems. We want them to be just with us. And, you know, every day that I look at my horse, I love him. I just love him. I love to be with him. I love to share his space and so forth. And he is my friend. So, you know, just like me, I want to make sure he has strong bones. I want to make sure that, you know, his body is healthy. I want to make sure his mind, body, and spirit is also, you know, healthy as well. And by doing that, we, you know, put them out in the pasture. We let them out. You know, we give them days off. We're not riding them all the time. And, you know, we really just, you know, take the time to communicate with them and find out, you know, where their head's at. Because the other day, let me just tell you, my daughter came down to the barn, and he does not really appreciate my daughter, but he got mad when she was on him, and he got mad at me after. It's funny because I read him and I was like, what's going on? He's like, because I got on him after, because he was really just acting very bad with her, rearing up, just didn't want to deal with her. And he said to me, he's like, I'm sorry I did that to you, but I was really, really mad. I was really mad that you let her on me, and, you know, that I had to go through this. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. You know, he's like, I can't deal with her when she's not in a good headspace and has good energy, and he just doesn't want to deal with her. But I get it, you know, and so it is so important to keep our horses healthy, not just, you know, physically, not just their bodies, their minds. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just out here really, you know, put out everything I'm learning, because I feel like the more I put out that I'm learning, I can help other people. And I feel that way just as much as I do as a spiritualist. Like, you know, I'm going to tell you, you know, how I do things. If you're gonna come up to me one day and say, Jen, you know, how do you read this horse? I'm going to give you the goods. I'm going to give it to you, because I am not afraid of somebody else coming to do my job. You know what? Come and do my job, because to tell you the truth, there's so much work out there that it doesn't matter. There's always going to be work out there. So, you know what? I always give everybody the goods, and I want people to be better than I am. I want you all to be better horsemen than I am. I want everybody in the world to be better than I am and be treating their horses with love and care and respect. Okay, I'm done with my rant. Have a great day. Bye.